So now we're on our way to do some whale watching. So unfortunately though, it looks like the fog's kind of moved in. So depending on what side they go to, maybe there's less fog on this side in St. Mary's Bay, or maybe the Bay of Fundy. Looks like it's super foggy to me. And yeah, who knows? Maybe the whales will be more active in the fog, but harder to spot. So there's a wharf over there. So we got to go to the end to actually get on the boat. We're really close to high tide, but the tide's starting to come down. So normally what happens is the fog comes in with the high tide and goes out with the low tide. Oh yeah, so Courtney, first time going whale watching, what do you expect to see?
I'm going to see a shitload of whales.
Yeah.
And maybe a shark.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too.
I'd
So
like
shark would be amazing. Any whales at all, that's also really good.
Or if a whale breaches, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'm just hoping now that we've really talked this up, we're making a video, we may not see any whales.
We'll probably see nothing.
But
We'll
you'll get to see the experience anyway.
Hey, look at the ferry going out into the fog.
Oh, that's cool here too. I thought about scuba diving here along this wharf, but it's pretty active with these whale watching boats coming in and out. So that's why I went to the other little harbor there. But yeah, that visibility. Can't beat that. As close as we've been to those tidal turbines. But yeah, that's cool. I'll have to look into that sustainable marine energy, see what they're doing. But I think it's just a pilot project right now. All right, so here comes our boat. You can see it's got the whale on the front. Little whale tail there on the bow. P-Jack.
Probably one of their whales that live in the
The Mega Nova. So this is kind of interesting. Over there, St. Mary's Bay, no fog. Then you look over here, Bay of Fundy, only fog. Good, how are you?
Nice.
This is what's cool. So these are sunken ships on the radar. So they only show one. I don't know what these are. Either deep spots or maybe whirlpools. Who knows? There's the ferry and the cormorant. Now we're moving into the fog. You can see all the eddies and stuff here. All the turmoil in the water from the currents. They probably make some little whirlpools and stuff. So take note of how high up the water is right now and how much seaweed's revealed, because when we come back in like 4 to 5 hours, you're gonna see it's gonna be way down. So that's the Grand Passage Lighthouse or the North Point Lighthouse. Looks like the fog's just hugging this side of the coast, so it's hugging the St. John's side of the Bay of Fundy, and then over here it looks like it's a lot less. So you can see there, that's basically where we're gonna head. And we see there's already 2 other boats there, so they must be other whale watching vessels, and they've already probably picked up on some whales. Yeah, so that's where we left from Westport. So we had to slow down. We just saw what we thought might be a possible shark. Or dolphin, hard to say. Oh, it's a tuna? Does that make sense? So just the shape of that, I can't really tell what it was. It kind of looked like a tuna. Pretty cool how calm the water is. It's been like this for at least the last 3 days. No wind at all. So here in behind me, we're tailing some whales right now. So we know that there's some over here, and we're heading over there right now. But if you look over here, this is a buoy, and I never knew this, but this is called the Northwest Ledge. And there's parts here where the water depth only goes down to about 6 feet at low tide. So that's why I have to do these markings, because it would just wreak havoc with boats that would come through here if it wasn't marked. There's that buoy out there marking that shelf. Yeah, with the wingtips.
Yeah, that's so cool. Wow. I wish I could fly some days.
It's getting that ground effect. Okay? So it makes it easier to fly because they're getting that ground effect near the water. See?
They get a little bit of lift or a little bit of push.
The Russians made aircraft like that. Look at this thing here. I don't know what that is, but that's not a porpoise. It's got a big fin on it.
I think that's a shark.
It could be a shark.
Another one. There's two, right? No.
I don't know what that is. That's a shark, I'd say. What about the basket shark? Wow. So correction, that was not a shark. So still never seen a shark in the wild. That was a sunfish, and that's why that fin was flopping like that. Another interesting thing about those sunfish is it's the largest bone fish on Earth. You think of a shark, but shark actually has a lot of cartilage, and the only, I think, hard parts of the shark are actually his teeth. Those sunfish, they're kind of new to this area, I believe, and they come up with the warm water, because we've heard about them. They'll come up with the current, with the warm water from the Gulf Stream, and then it'll switch and become cold, and they die off. So then you'll find them to wash up on shore, but they're like massive.
We missed it.
We just missed a huge breach. Looking the wrong way.
Oh, look, 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 look.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh, there he is again.
Oh my God, look at Brier, look.
Oh my God.
These are 3 humpback whales. One of them's a baby. Wow.
Look at this. Some whales that we like to think are friendship because some whales can
Look at that.
Just sitting there near the surface. Just laying out. That's the baby.
Look at that.
Oh, close again.
Shove your GoPro
Watch
in the
that
water.
tail. Wow. I'm not even trying. Looks like they're setting up to do a deep dive there.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Maybe
So now they might breach up.
Maybe they'll come right here though.
So I just talked to the captain, asked him what this is measuring in, and it's measuring in fathoms. So when you got 90 fathoms, it's basically 6 feet to a fathom or 2 meters to a fathom. 90 times 6 if you're doing feet. So the Zodiac showed up, heard that there was whales.
Look at this. He's
Look at the tail.
What's the tail? Here it is.
There's the pod of dolphins right there. They're white-sided dolphins. And then they're coming right into the boat. There he is. Wow. Whoa! No way! Wow. Oh, they're going under. Wow. Now wait for these two, they'll go too.
A jellyfish!
Oh, hey, look, a man of war.
Yeah. Wow. I've never seen one of those.
I've never seen one either. That's my first one, man of war jellyfish.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I can't.
He's going down too. Look. Oh. Well, isn't this crazy?
Wow.
Okay. Okay. It's still the same group.
This is the best whale watching tour I've ever been on. I don't know about you guys. Really wicked.
Well, this is my first and my best.
Oh, good. I didn't even know those, like, I didn't know dolphins and whales interacted in real life.
Yeah,
Like that. That's amazing.
It's like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, this is like Disney. So they just fished this balloon out of the water. So if you have parties, don't buy balloons because they just end up here in the ocean.
Over here.
Is that a puffin? That's a puffin right there too.
Oh my! Look at the dolphin! Whoa! Okay, this is crazy. Dolphin. That's a puffin.
That's a puffin. Zoom in on it.
Look
From First time in my life seeing a puffin.
Okay, well, look, they're right here.
like the
That's look, he's okay. Oh my god.
They're so good.
Look, he's gonna follow them.
Look, kiddos.
Oh my gosh.
It's like they're mobile.
No, they don't shoot up for baby. Or sheepish.
I finally saw a puffin
They're
for the
right
first time.
mommy and the baby. So cute. Oh. There's the mama.
Oh,
They're right here. Here they are. Look. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at the
baby dolphins and baby whales.
Oh my
Same
god.
place.
This is crazy. Look at yeah, you can see them. Just look. Look at him. He's huge. Oh, Daddy always stays behind. Yeah.
Just right here. You can see the size.
Oh, they're so cute.
So big.
Oh, this one here.
Oh, okay. Look at the baby.
You can see all the whales and the dolphins together.
Isn't this something?
Big breaths.
Oh,
Wow.
it says
Oh, look at the splash in his tail. Whoa. Oh, look. Oh, they're gonna.
And now,
Oh, jeez. Okay, there's too much to look at here.
Daddy,
Hang on.
like,
See the
over
whale.
this one to that.
he's saying, let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
They're gonna die, Big Daddy.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, he's going.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a
there they
dive
go.
breath.
Oh, there they go.
There you go.
That was definitely a dive breath.
Whoa.
So it was my first time ever seeing a puffin ever in my life. So since I was 16 years old, people asked, they said, hey, where do you go to find puffins? And I didn't even know they lived here, but it's on one island, Machi Seal Island off by Grand Manan. Also, I've always wanted to come to Brier Island whale watching. I never did it, and I wish I would have done it a lot sooner because this is awesome. So if you're ever going to Brier Island, you definitely have to come out here and do whale watching. It's fantastic. Doing everything out there. Look at that breach. Wow. I'm going to zoom in later. Hopefully you're able to see it. But yeah, there's whales are just rocketing up and they're slapping their tail. I was looking at the map there and there's a shelf drop off. So they're just rocketing up this shelf and doing these fantastic jumps. Just another one. So another interesting thing, as we come around here, back up to port, there's these shelves that do drop off and then little islands. And apparently they see a lot of shark attacks out here. So this whale watching boat has actually seen sharks take seals along these rocks. And I mean, that's perfect habitat for a shark ambush. There we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be a 5th one there with its head in the water. 6 seals. So if the gray seals are there, you know the sharks are around. They probably have to keep moving as the tide drops and they're getting further and further from the water.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They're like, how do they roll off? Like, you don't want to get stranded.
How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, there's a ton of them there. But yeah, they basically have a ridge, that whole area. Like, I mean, there's the low spots. But it goes all the way back there from that island. So if you're a sailboat back in the day, you wouldn't know that these were here. So that's why there's some sunken ships around here as well. They've all hit these reefs. See the height of the rock behind us. So that's all basically the same age, I would say, as the bouncing rock. So 200 million year old basalt, which is just a volcanic rock.
Oh, there
that's Peter's Island, and this is Peter's Lighthouse. And that's the bird sanctuary, so a bunch of cormorants and seagulls on it. Here's the next set of people coming to do the evening cruise, and yeah, you can see how much lower the water has come in, you know, the 4 hours that we had left and gone whale watching. So now look at that. So we're still probably an hour away from absolute low tide, so it'll keep coming down even more.
Are they?
But at least we only have to do the stairs once. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be a girl in heels or something.
Well, you're probably not going on the whale watching boat.
Oh, I bet you. I bet you someone's done it. So there, that's the difference. Low tide and high tide. When we came by here, we were just talking about how beautiful the water was and how clear it was.
Is this boat now sitting on the bottom?
Oh. Yeah, sitting on the bottom. So Courtney, today's your first day ever whale watching. What do you think?
First time ever seeing a whale.
First time ever seeing a whale at all.
Yeah,
Not even just
well,
watching.
Never in the wild, I guess. I'm really happy. We saw multiple whales, and I got to see their tails slap in the water.
Is that your first time seeing a dolphin?
No, I've seen dolphins before.
Oh, okay.
In like South Carolina, in Florida.
But not here.
No, definitely. I didn't know we had dolphins in the Atlantic. Honestly, I thought they were only porpoises.
Yeah.
And then he jumped out of the water, so that was really cool. But I really like seeing the puffin. That was my favorite.
Yeah, puffin is one of my favorite things. I like when it breached and like came completely out. The
dolphin.
The dolphin. Hopefully, I'm able to show you guys. Those whales were slapping their tails, but they were probably, I don't know, a kilometer or more away from us, and they were slapping their tail and they were breaching. We got to see it in real life with our own eyes, but you guys might not be able to see it from home. But anyway, it was an amazing trip. It's definitely worth coming here to Brier Island. If you come here, definitely do the whale watching. You really do yourself a disservice by not doing the whale watching. It's the best I've ever seen. I've been whale watching a couple times, and this is absolutely the best place to do whale watching.
And you get 20% off if you're staying at the Brier Island Lodge.
That's right, so there's another plug for the Brier Island Lodge. Stay there, get 20% off. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. Oh yeah, one other thing. So the puffin. I used to work on the Digby Ferry, and my first year working there, we had these posters, and they were of different things that lived in the bay. A tourist asked me, he said, oh, well, where do I go see these birds? And I thought, well, we don't have those birds here. I don't know. And then it turns out, yes, we do, down Machias Seal Island, and today was my first time ever seeing one, and it's been almost 20 years of wanting to see a puffin, so that was great. So thank you guys very much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.